Hello, this is Japanese nomad from Japan. People call me Sakurai Panda, but I don't know. I might change the name. But for now, it's Sakurai Panda. So, if you want to know more about the University of the People, please subscribe my channel. But I'm trying to do other kinds of videos in my channel. But we will see what happens. I'm just trying to tell more information about the University of the People right now. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about University of the People because I got a question in the previous video. So I'm gonna read the question. Panda, this is me again. I'm trying to check the employability after graduation from the University of the People. In other words, what would you say about getting a job in your field of education after graduation? So for those of you who don't know about me, I major in business administration, and I think I mentioned about this in other videos, but I really don't worry about getting jobs in Japan if I want to work in Japan, which I don't want. But I did some research just in case if I choose to work in Japan. And it seems that for Japanese people who have studied abroad, companies are looking for people who are more globalized, in other words, global citizen who have language skills, communication skills, as well as experiences of living abroad. So I found this document where they talk about those 帰国子女, the Japanese people who lived or studied abroad and they come back to Japan. And these 帰国子女, they come back to Japan and trying to work in Japan, but I think by looking at this document, I'm gonna put this document below in the comment. So in the last section, for example, the bank Mitsubishi UFJ Bank is one of the major banks in Japan. They say they want a global person with 3 requirements. The first requirement is the business level of Japanese language. Of course, they need to speak Japanese to work in Japan. The second requirement is business level of English. TOEIC more than 860 points. I don't know, I've never taken TOEIC before, but I think it's decent. And the third point is more than 4 years of living abroad. More than 4 years. So there are only 3 requirements that this Mitsubishi Bank is looking for, and I really believe I satisfy all these requirements because I already lived in Kazakhstan for 3 years, and I also lived in the United States for 1 year, and then I lived in Czech Republic for 4 months, and I also lived in France for 2 or 3 months. So I already satisfied this requirement. Of course, I speak English, and I'm pretty sure if they tell me to take this TOEIC test, I'm pretty sure I can get the required score. And of course, my native language is Japanese, so I will not have to worry about the Japanese language skill. And if you look into the UoPeople's website, you can get the information about the employability, people who graduated from the University of the People. The website says that they got jobs from the very famous companies such as Microsoft and Google. So I really believe those people really got jobs. It's not an advertisement that the university is doing. There are people who really got this job because they have the skills that are needed. And I also believe that if you have the skills that are needed, as like you have to look into the company's website, see the requirements, if you satisfy all those requirements or not. As long as I know, like I've never seen companies who say, okay, online degrees are not acceptable. Like if you know any companies that say so, please leave the comment below because it's really valuable information for me. But as long as I know, I've never seen such companies. And I mean, if I were to employ someone, I wouldn't judge someone just because she got an online degree or not. I would talk to him or her and see her personality, what she can do for the company, if I really want to work with her or not. So that's the most important thing, other than just saying I got an online degree, I think. And just like I mentioned in the previous video, I am not looking into any job opportunities right now because I figured out I don't really want to work for companies. I want to have my own business first and have more experiences by myself. And then for my long-term goal, I want to work at the United Nations because I speak Japanese, English, Russian, French, and I'm trying to learn Italian. I hope it will be okay. But I really like learning languages, so I want to use these skills and my work experiences to contribute to the society. I've been taking Entrepreneurship 1 at the University of the People right now, and they talk about social business, which I'm really interested in after taking this course. I'm still taking this course right now, and I really hope this experience of social business in the future will help me lead the career at the United Nations. If my information was really helpful or not, because I'm totally not looking into any jobs. I did some research about the employability in Japanese, and as I explained earlier, each company is different, so you just need to go look into those companies that you want to work at and see the requirements. Personally, I really don't want to work at companies who don't accept online degrees. It's really not good. Like, it's really bad that they're judging people just because of online degrees. I mean, from my experience, I already studied at American universities in the United States and the Czech Republic, and I know the differences between the normal university with campuses and online university. And I really feel that online learning is much harder because you have to be independent, you have to do time management, and it's so much harder. You don't have the friends around you, and you can't ask the instructor, you can't ask questions right away, and you don't get the answers like in 5 minutes or so. You have to wait for a certain amount of time. Some professors, instructors at the University of the People, they usually reply you within 24 hours, but it's still online, and time difference between Japan and the United States is huge. So I figured out communicating with my classmates is much easier than asking my instructor. So you just need to be really independent when you do online learning. And I want many companies to know about this. Online learning is much harder than studying at normal universities. And if I were to work at a company that doesn't accept the online degree, I would make a very good resume, and I also make a video. I also will try to make any possible proof that I have necessary skills to work for the company, and I will also demonstrate or tell them or promise them that by hiring me for their company, it will increase their sales or something like that. Like if I am confident about my skills, then I can present myself to the company. You know, if you really want to work for that company, you really need to work hard for that. And if they don't want to accept for the online degrees, which I really think it's not really good, but you have to demonstrate your skills. I think that's the most important thing that the company or any companies looking for. If you have more questions, please leave your comment below and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.